Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. I know I'm a couple minutes early, so I'm going to just hang out here for a second and wait for a couple of you guys to jump on. I'm so excited for today. Let's get this all set up here. Make sure the lighting's good. Hope everybody can hear me well. All right. There we go. Let's get this up and going. Here we go. All right. Welcome, welcome as everybody gets in. Let's go back. Oh, well, that was practice mode. All right. Hello, everybody. Stephanie here from She Simply Fast, and I am so excited to have everybody jumping on right now. So take a couple moments, get settled in. Let me know if you can hear me, and we can get started today learning about my 3 keys to real weight loss without all the dieting, without the restriction, the deprivation, none of that. All right, I'm so excited to get started with this. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. I see a couple people popping on. Go ahead and tell me who's here in the chat box and what you're most excited about hearing about today. And then also I'm going to have the chat box up for a little bit right now, and then I'm going to hide it. That way I can stay laser focused on everybody and make sure that I stay on task and I don't keep you guys on here too long, okay? So I will answer all questions at the very, very end. I have a Q&A section. So make sure that if you have questions, I'm not ignoring them. I'm just saving them to the end. That way we can stay on track and moving forward. But I am going to quickly check. I'm going to share my screen and get this up for you guys right now. And there we go. Here we are. Let's start it at the beginning. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Let me know. Make sure you can hear me as well. So I can kind of see everybody. All right. Christina's on. Leslie. Hey. Hey, Leslie. Hi, Mom. My mom's on here. How's the weather in Chattanooga? And Christina, you're in Puerto Rico, aren't you? Oh my gosh. Must be amazing down there. And it's a little bit later. I think must be 8:30 your guys' time. All right. So really quick, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Stephanie from She Simply Fast. And today we are going to be talking all about the 3 keys to real weight loss without dieting. And I hope that the title of this kind of caught your attention, because I think one of the #1 things that we think about is either for losing weight is either a diet or crazy amounts of exercise, right? And we're really not going to talk about either one of those today. We're going to talk about something totally different that not many people are talking about. So let's dive in. First things first, my mission here is to create a revolution of healthy, diet-free, body-loving, confident women. That is what I feel like I am called on this planet to do. That is my mission right now. And the goal of this entire workshop right now is to share my foundation of how I do this, and then empower you to go ahead and move forward with it so that you are part of the revolution. So my question to you is, would you like to be part of the revolution? Do you want to be one of the women that is walking alongside of me, that is happy, confident, eats what she wants, doesn't worry about weight gain, lives in the body that she has always dreamed of? If you want that to be you, then you are in the right place. Now, if that's something you don't desire, then jump off now. I won't be offended. Then this isn't your jam. If you were coming because you wanted a super strict diet, then jump off. This is going to be a waste of your time because it's actually the complete opposite of that. That's what makes us different. So today I'm letting you on the inside of my life, what I eat every day, how I live every day, how I stay fit every day, basically my life as an everyday fit chick. And I don't say fit chick meaning I have rock hard abs and I'm in the gym for 10 hours a day and I'm completely ripped. I say fit chick, meaning I'm healthy, I'm strong, I am toned, I love my body, and I feel physically fit. My body is capable of doing the things that I need it to do on an everyday basis, okay? So I wanna let you guys in on my life and how I do this every single day without dieting. And unlike the other health coaches out there and the fitness coaches out there, I'm actually going to be ditching all the diet rules, like I said at the beginning, all the meal plans, all the exact workout plans, all the nitty gritty lose weight fad type stuff we are going to get rid of. And we are really just going to simplify things. So that's me right now setting everything on fire. That's my pretend list of rules that we are setting on fire. All the dieting rules, all the restrictions, all the deprivation, everything that you have learned about how to lose weight. We're setting it on fire and we're starting from scratch. So, are you with me? Are you a rebel? Do you want to blaze the new trail with me? I mean, does this even sound like something that you want to be a part of and something that is going to bring pleasure and joy into your life? I mean, how does being fit, lean, healthy, and in the most joyful and pleasurable way ever sound? How does that sound to you? And before we get started into the nitty gritty, I wanted to offer you guys a very special gift. So first and foremost, I super appreciate you taking the time out of your day, not only to watch this with me and be here live, but to actually take some steps and action and set aside a chunk of time to invest in learning about how to hit your goals in weight loss and how to live a healthier lifestyle and how to feel good in your body. So I want to commend you for that. I want to say a big thank you. So if you stay until the end with me, I have an extra special gift just for you. I have not launched this before. Nobody has this. You will be the very first people to get this, all right? And I'm going to explain a little bit more of what it is as we go through because it really ties into one of the keys. All right, so like I said, I'm Stephanie. There's me with my little babushka, Gertrude. She's a Persian. She's like the love of my life. But that's me. I'm Stephanie. I am a group fitness instructor, so I teach Zumba classes, and I'm a fitness enthusiast. I have been a coach for 2 years in health and fitness, and I've actually been an instructor now for 8 years. So fitness has always been something that I was passionate about. But as you dive into my story, you're going to understand that I've really, really struggled with a lot of body image issues, a lot of weight gain, weight loss, all that cycle. So here's the perfect example for you guys. If you don't know me, then you wouldn't know that I am a recovering chronic dieter. Okay, I have tried all the diets. I mean, basically every diet except the one that makes like vegan. I know Christina has tried vegan and that has worked well for her, but I've tried tons of diets, low carb, low fat, low calorie, tracking macros, basically cutting out carbs completely. I've done it all. But something that also is a huge part of who I am is I am a food lover. I love to eat. I love to enjoy good food, all types of food. I'm not a clean eater. It's just not in my personality type, even though I've tried to force myself to be that person. So that's who I am. Lots of diets, lots of food in my life. And then I also put on here that I'm a 2-time nationally qualified bikini competitor. So if you look at this before and after picture of me, the before is right after I had gotten married, the couple months after I had gotten married and I was around my heaviest weight. And then the picture next to it is when I want to say it was like 3 or 4 weeks away from stepping on stage for one of my bikini competitions. So there's definitely probably about a 15, 20 pound difference between those two photos. So as you can see, I have dieted and I've lost weight and I've been successful at it. But the thing is that my life was filled with deprivation. And I struggled so hard to maintain any weight loss that I saw. And then here is also a little bit about my personality. I threw this photo in here because it makes me laugh every time. And I think it genuinely shows, like, I'm a very carefree type of person. I love laughing. I love joy. I love just feeling happy and free. And my goal has always been to just feel confident in my body at all times, not worry about comparison, not worry about these expectations that I've set in my head about what the perfect body is and trying to achieve that perfect body. Because the failure around that has really, really crushed my spirits. And it did for years and years. So that's me actually at a Halloween Zumba event. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like that, I was, of course, a nerd and rocking the superstar pose right there. So there's me and my husband. We love to travel. This is us in our favorite place on earth, which is in Cancun or in Mexico. And I love this picture because on this trip, I was not worried about my body. I was not worried about how I looked in a bikini or anything like that. But beforehand, before this trip, I was so stressed out. Like, I had crazy expectations of how I'm going to look in a swimsuit. And this is how I have to look. And if I don't, then I'm not worthy of wearing a swimsuit or feeling confident. And so right now in my life, I finally have reached a place where I'm actually in love with my body on the inside and the outside. And it's not because it's perfect. It's not because I'm in like the leanest, slimmest shape of my life. But it's because that I don't struggle anymore with all the weight fluctuations and the pain that actually brings, and the mindset struggles and the mental garbage that can create. So I am now somebody who just seeks pleasure and no longer seeks perfection. So that is my hope for you as well. Oh, I love this quote. I found this today, and it's, pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. And you're probably thinking, like, how does that even relate to weight loss? But here's the thing. I'm sure when Aristotle wrote this, he was thinking more about like artwork or doing your job. And so pleasure in the job obviously is enjoying what you're doing and the actual action that you're taking and the physical time that it's taking, like actually having pleasure in that is what creates this masterpiece, this work of art, this beautiful perfection. And so I like to think about that in our bodies, right? Find pleasure in the job. The job is losing weight, the journey of losing weight, what you're eating, what you're telling yourself, how you're staying on track, how you're staying motivated. Taking pleasure in that all of the time, that is what is going to create the perfection of work. So the beautiful body that you want on the inside and the outside, and the mindset that you have around that body. So that is why I absolutely love this quote. And I feel like it was perfect to throw in here to give you guys an idea of really where we're going with this. We are going in a direction where it feels really good to lose weight. It doesn't feel hard. It doesn't feel depriving. And it leaves you feeling joy in your body. You love looking at your body. You love how you feel in your body. You love how you feel in your clothes, getting naked in the shower. You don't care. You just enjoy your body and you feel perfect. And I want you guys to know that the reason I am talking about this is because I am just like you. I've done a lot of things right, thankfully, especially when it comes to, losing weight. I've done a lot of things right, but I've also done a lot of things wrong for years and years and years. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you that struggling with excess weight and not being able to hit your goal weight and remain there sucks. So before all this, I was really uncomfortable in my own skin. I obsessed about losing the weight. Like, that is something that was on my mind all the time. I was laser focused. Like, I need to lose this weight. I will be happy when I lose this weight. I'm not going to experience any joy until I lose this weight. So my good days and my bad days all revolved around how I ate, if the scale moved up or down, if my pants zipped up the way that I wanted, if I could even get into my pants. Like, my joy revolved around the scale and my body. So I never ended up feeling successful. I hated shopping for clothes, but needed new ones. And who likes to go buy was here, who likes to go buy new clothes when you're buying size up, right? That's no fun. Nobody wants to do that. Who wants to stand in front of the mirror when you're trying on clothes and you just feel large, you feel like nothing looks good on you, you're telling yourself all these negative stories, and you're just beating yourself up. So that is basically where I was. And another thing that I really don't talk about much, but I feel like this is a safe place to share it since everybody on here, I'm sure, is struggling with something similar, is as a fitness instructor, as somebody who competed in bodybuilding competitions and got crazy, teeny, tiny, I fear judgment from others. Oh, a lot. I thought that other people held me to a certain expectation and that it was my job to show up and meet that expectation. There was no room for me to fall short of other people's expectations, which now thinking back, that's ridiculous, but that's how I felt. I completely was terrified by what people thought of me, or if I gained a couple of pounds and people would look at me and think, well, if you're doing this or that, why are you gaining weight, you know? And I wanted to share this little story with you guys. There's me and the hubs. I don't know why his face looked so surprised on our wedding day, because seriously, we had been together for 12 years before he even got married. So at this point, I'm just like, yeah, woohoo, about dang time. And he's like, oh crap, what did I get myself into? Too late for that, right? All right, so I wanted to share, that was off topic, but I wanted to share this wedding dress story because I love that dress. I love this picture. I love that day. The day was perfect and beautiful. But the days leading up to my wedding, and if any of you are married right now and you struggled with weight loss before your wedding, then I know this is going to hit home. But right before I got married, well, when I bought my dress a year before the wedding, because that's what you do, right? I bought my dress a year before and I was at a certain weight and I was teeny tiny because I was going to be doing a show in like 4 to 5 weeks, a bikini competition. So I was small. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to gain the weight back. I'm going to be teeny tiny. Like, that was what I was thinking at the time. So about a month and a half before, I go in for one of my fittings, and my dress won't even zip up. And I was panicked. I was freaking out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was thinking about getting it taken out. So basically, I went to very extreme measures to make sure that I could fit into my dress. I did like these little sauna bag things where you go when you lay inside of this like scorching heat. I am telling you, I thought my whole entire body was on fire because it was so hot, and you just sweat and sweat and sweat. And I laid there trying to watch Netflix for like 45 minutes. I think I did it like 4 or 5 times to try to lose weight. I cut carbs, went super low, crazy calories. And at that point in my life, I was on a mission to look good in my dress. I had, again, certain expectations of what I was supposed to look like on my wedding day, because you're going to have these pictures forever, right? So I was willing to do whatever it takes. And that's just another example of where I went wrong. But after that, after I got married and settled in a little bit, I started to put the weight back on, of course, because I wasn't going to stick to the diet. I wasn't going to do those sauna things for like the rest of my life. So I gained the weight back plus a little bit more. And I decided that I needed to find a better way. I realized diets aren't working for me. I'm so sick of having these problems. So I searched. I searched online. I looked to see what my friends were doing. I Googled it. I looked to see what the hottest diets were. And what I was thinking at that time is that the problem was me. I'm the one that's missing motivation. I'm the one that's missing the willpower. That's what I thought it was. The freaking willpower to stay on track. I thought the problem was me. So I ended up getting a coach, and I ended up becoming a coach because I thought those two things together were going to allow me to have the support, the motivation, the accountability, the community to really get the results that I was looking for. And I was also able to help other women lose weight, which was so crazy awesome. I know Leslie she's on here now. She was one of my old clients too. And I got to help, and my mom and Christina, that's where I met her through coaching. So I got to help all these women lose weight and get results. But the hardest part for me as a coach was that I would see them go through the same cycle as me. They would lose the weight. They would feel amazing. They would be on top of the world. And then piece by piece by piece, pound by pound, ounce by ounce, the weight would start to creep back on. And then they would go through the same exact mental torture that I did. And they would try to get back on the wagon. And for some reason, it was harder the second time, harder the third time, even harder the fourth time. And so I was just done. I was done with it all. And I decided I'm going to research. I'm going to test. I will be a human experiment and explore everything that I could possibly find. Okay. And I did this for months and months. I would listen to books and research while I was driving. It consumed my life because I was on a mission, and you can never mess with a woman on a mission. Any woman on a mission, don't mess with her, okay? So I did it. I finally did it. And I tested out and designed the ultimate weight loss support system that is 100% duplicable, 100% customizable, simple, easy, and there's no freaking dieting. Hallelujah. So excited about that. So here is my question for you. Do you want to lose all of your excess weight, like for real, in the simplest, most pleasurable way possible, and never, ever, 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 ever diet again? Do you want to do that? I sure hope you do, because you freaking deserve to live that life, and you deserve to feel as good as it feels to be in that place. So it was about 6 months that I've been living this lifestyle and using this exact plan that I created. And here are my results. One, oh, there's a picture of me and my girl Sherry, by the way. Side note, we are drinking wine because I host these really fun chair dancing events. And then afterwards, there's always a wine tasting because, hello, if you're going to dance and get sexy and step into your feminine power, then you might as well have some girl time afterwards and just chill and relax and taste different wines and feel fancy schmancy. So this is me and my girl Sherry after my very last event that I did about a month ago. So anyways, and we're drinking wine because that is a must in my life. Anyways, I have lost excess fat. I have not gained my weight back, even when I go on vacation, even when I'm enjoying all the social events and birthday parties and dinners out with my husband and girl nights out. Like, I don't have to worry about gaining that weight back. Even when I indulged over Christmas, over the holiday, that was the ultimate test for me and for my program, because I was like, I need to make sure that this withstands the test of Christmas. If it can withstand the test of Christmas, then it's an in, it's a go, because let's be serious, there's treats everywhere. It's the hardest time to stay on track for anybody when they're doing a diet. So if I could stay on track with this during that time, it's a win. And I didn't have any fear or have to have any fear around gaining the weight back. And I also quit counting calories, macronutrients, and totally stopped restricting myself completely. Okay, so do you want to know how I do it and what the 3 keys are? Are you ready? First things first, clear out any distractions that you have. So set your phone to the side, turn off the notifications on it. If you're looking at it now, put it down, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, get ready to take some notes. If you can't write fast enough, and I'm moving too fast because I am going to try to push this through and not waste too much of your time or take too much of your time. I know it's not a waste, but take too much of your time tonight. There will be a replay of this. Okay, so if you don't get everything down, don't worry. But I do want you to make the most of this training and really stay focused with me while we dive in to my 3 keys. All right, quick disclaimer. I am not here to treat or diagnose anybody with any sort of illness, nutritional issues. I am not here to do that. All I'm going to do tonight is share my story and my knowledge with you and allow you to take that and implement it into your life. Obviously, always talk to your doctor before starting any sort of new nutrition plan. Got it? Now we can move on. All right, here are the 3 keys. Number 1, if you are trying to lose weight, you need to focus on your metabolism. Number 2, Simplify, make it simple and easy to lose weight. Don't overcomplicate it and make it hard, because doing less actually produces more weight loss in the long run than if you're just trying to do a quick fix and you're overcomplicating and you can't eat this and it's just too many rules around it. You're going to get frustrated. And then number 3 is avoid deprivation like the plague, because it is your worst enemy, all right? So I hope you guys are really excited to dive in. I am going to actually go through some of the things that you can start implementing right now so that you can do all these things, all right? Number 1, focus on your metabolism. Let's get a little scientific for a minute. Do not press the snooze button. Do not fall asleep on me. I promise it's short and sweet, and you want to know this. This is going to really help you make sense of why you have failed in the past with any diets, why it's maybe harder for you to lose the weight now, and exactly why I know for a fact why I failed with diets and went through all that up and down with my weight. I didn't even explain this at the beginning, but really quick, if you look at me now and you're like, you're not that big, or it doesn't look like you struggled with weight, it was only this many pounds, I'm going to tell you, I lost 30 pounds in about 3 months, and I gained 30 pounds in about 3 months right afterwards. That type of fluctuation in your body is not good, okay? So anyways, I want to let you know, first of all, our bodies are crazy amazing, and we can have them work for us or they can work against us. And when we diet, I'm going to tell you this right now, your body is going to work against you. It is going to fight you. So let's talk about metabolism. And basically, your metabolism is the process by which your body converts what you eat and drink into energy. So fast metabolism, it turns food into energy quickly so that your body can burn it off quickly, which is what we want. That's good for weight loss. I'm sure you already know this. Slow metabolism turns food into energy slowly, which takes your body longer to burn it off. It's not good for weight loss, okay? Basically, your metabolism determines how much energy your body needs and requires to function at all times. So if your body needs a ton of energy for it to function, that means it's burning through that energy quickly, which allows you to eat a lot more food, yay, and not put on the weight, because you're actually burning all that off. Your body's utilizing it like, I call it a fat burning machine. Slow metabolism, not so good, because now your body needs less energy, which means less food just for you to survive. So if you're eating more than what your body needs, that is when you are going to store the fat. So our goal is that we want our bodies to require a lot of energy. We want our metabolisms to be faster. We want to be able to eat more food and lose weight still, right? So here's what happens, and this is why dieting, nobody is talking about this. I don't know why. Nobody thinks about this, even though I'm sure all the nutritionists out there, they know it, but nobody's being realistic about it. Here's what happens to our bodies when we diet. Dieting slows down your metabolism. It does. Everybody who is in the nutrition field and has studied your body and all of that, they know this. It slows down your metabolism, and that is why you gain weight after you stop dieting. So here's how it works. I like to use my hands, so if you can see me good. The decrease in calories, let's just say here you are living at 1,500 calories. That's what your body needs to just maintain your weight. It burns 1,500 calories a day, so if you eat 1,500 calories a day, you are golden. You are just going to stay at that same weight. And I don't listen to the number because I'm just making these numbers up. So what happens is when you decrease those calories with the diet, so you're like, I'm only going to eat 1,200 calories because now I have this little gap in between. This is what my body's burning. This is what I'm eating. That space right there, that's going to be my body tapping into this excess fat that I want to lose, right? Well, what happens is our bodies don't only burn the fat, they also burn lean body mass, so your muscle tissue, right? And we know that more muscle on your body, that means your body is burning more calories. Less muscle on your body's burning less calories, aka the more muscle you have, your metabolism goes up. The less muscle you have, your metabolism goes down, right? So here you are losing fat because you have this gap in your calories, but also here's your metabolism starting to slow down because it's noticing that you're not eating as much, that your body's getting lighter, that you don't have as much muscle that requires energy. So your metabolism starts to slow down because of that. I know, let it sink in for a moment. We are setting ourselves up for failure when we diet because of this huge, huge problem. So burning fat, obviously, that's what we want to do. But like I said, when your body weight decreases and your lean body mass increases, your metabolism slows down. And here's what happens after the diet. The moment you go back to eating your regular calories and you're like, okay, I'm just going to go back to eating 1,500 calories because I'm so done with cutting carbs or this crazy, it could even be an exercise plan that's putting you in the deficit. Like, I'm just so done with it and I'm ready to go back to my old lifestyle. So when you do that, your metabolism slowed down a little bit because you lost muscle mass. It got used to only consuming 1,200 calories. And now you're back up to eating this. So what happens is your body, your metabolism, it'll work for you and it will build back up. But while it's doing that, you actually are putting on fat. It freaking sucks, okay? So don't get depressed and don't freak out. I promise you, it's going to get better. But let's just realize if you cut calories to lose weight, be prepared to stick with that diet forever. To stick with that low calorie plan forever. Otherwise, it's inevitable that you're going to gain the weight back. All right? Don't get depressed though. Like I said, I know it's freaking depressing. Like, what the heck are we supposed to do when we want to lose weight and keep it off, right? Like, how are we supposed to do that if dieting is not going to work? Don't worry. Like I told you, I've spent some time really diving into this, and I am going to tell you there is a way to build up your metabolism while you lose weight, and it is crazy important for you to do this. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Here we go. Oh, wait. Before you do, I want to make sure you're still alive, you're still well, you're still here with me. Give me a woot woot in the chat box if you are excited and ready to learn how to freaking build up your metabolism. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chat right now. I want to be that girl. Yeah, Christina, absolutely. Oh, yeah, woot woot's coming in. Yes, absolutely. Okay, good. You guys are still with me. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Meal timing. Meal timing, you guys. When you eat can drastically affect your metabolism and turn you into a fat burning machine without dieting, without cutting calories, without restrictive eating, without consuming your life with not being able to eat or feel full or enjoy the foods that you really love. Just changing your meal timing can actually boost your metabolism. So let's take a quick poll. I'm super curious to know, what rules have you learned about meal timing? How often do you think that you should eat in order to see weight loss? What have you tried? What do you think is the best times to start eating or stop eating? What do you know about meal timing so far? Because I'm pretty sure that I've been there. All right, let's see. I'm going to wait for some of these comments to come in. I know you guys are typing right now, but personally, I'll share. Yes, Christina, totally. Used to eat every 2 to 3 hours. That is a huge one. They say eat every 2 to 3 hours. It's going to boost your metabolism. Stop eating before 7. That's another one. Or stop eating after 7. Yes, that is a really good one. Eat 30 minutes after waking up. Yes, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Isn't that like, that was slogans on commercials and stuff, I'm sure for the cereal companies, but just saying, yes, don't skip breakfast. Those are all so good. I have heard all of them, and I'm here to tell you that we're getting rid of them, and I am going to completely blow your mind with everything. Let's just take all those, throw them in the trash, in our mental trash right now, delete, and we are going to do something else completely different. Like I said, we're setting all the freaking rules on fire. This is the first one. The best way to build your metabolism while losing weight is to extend the amount of time, consecutive time, spent not eating, not digesting food, and not consuming calories. So make that time period of where you're actually not eating longer. And this process is called intermittent fasting, which is what I freaking swear by. If you don't know anything about intermittent fasting, do not panic right now. Do not get freaked out. Do not shut me off, because I'm not going to tell you to deprive yourself and to starve yourself, even though I'm sure some of you would be willing to do that at this point to lose the weight because you're just so freaking done with it. But you don't have to do that. And let's just face it, that's not sustainable. That's not going to make you feel good. That we're not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to show you a very simple and easy peasy way to implement intermittent fasting. So here's intermittent fasting 101. What it is. Intermittent fasting is basically going through periods of eating, which are called feasting, and periods of not eating, which are called fasting periods. And you're just alternating between those. Eating times, fasting times, eating times, fasting times, back and forth. And for intermittent fasting, the most common time periods are about 12 to 24 hours of fasting followed by an eating window. So there are no rules in intermittent fasting as to what you'll eat. So that means there's no dieting. You don't have to eat this. You don't have to eat that. You don't have to cut anything out. This is all about just changing the window and the timing of your meals. Okay, that's why intermittent fasting isn't a diet. I just want to be very, very clear on that. It's an eating style. And the most common form of intermittent fasting is the 16-8, which is also known as the lean gains. And it's one that I actually follow myself. And that's the one I'm going to be sharing with you guys right now. Let me get a sip of water. All right. So 16-8 basics. You spend 8 hours eating. You spend 16 hours not eating. And those 16 hours are consecutive. But if you look at the sample day that I posted up there, it's really not that hard, because it's not like you're going the full day, like you wake up at 8 a.m. and that's when your fasting starts. No. Your fasting starts the night before. So let's just say you stop eating it's Sunday night, you stop eating, you have your last meal and your snack, and you finish your glass of wine at 8 p.m. and on Sunday night. You go to bed, you're still fasting, you're not eating while you're sleeping, I would hope. You go to bed, you wake up the next day, you skip breakfast. So bam, throw that in the garbage. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. You skip the breakfast and you skip the first snack that you would have, and you start eating at noon instead. So your first meal would be your lunch for the day. And then you would eat from noon until 8 p.m., stop eating at 8 p.m., fast another 16 hours. So you see how this is not crazy restrictive. It's not telling you that you can't eat. You have to starve yourself for a day or 2 days at a time in order to see results. Because for somebody like me who loves food, that would be miserable. And I am not about that at all. Okay. So this is like the 16-8. It's super simple, super easy. But do you want to know a little bit about how it actually works and how it improves your metabolism? Because that is what we're focused on for this first key. And so I'm going to, again, dive a little bit into the science behind it, but I don't want to spend too much time getting into the nitty-gritty details, because I could sit here probably for the next 3 hours diving into the research and the science and all of that stuff. So let me give you a quick surface level overview on how it actually boosts your metabolism. So fasting boosts your metabolism by naturally increasing the amount of human growth hormone that's released in your body and norepinephrine. And both of those hormones actually spike your metabolism naturally. There is research behind it. It has been proven that it actually will boost your metabolism just by making that small change and skipping the breakfast. Or it doesn't even have to be breakfast. 16-8 could be any time of day. You could eat breakfast and then stop eating at 4 or 5 and then fast till the next day at breakfast. The timing doesn't matter. It's all about the window. if that makes sense. You want to make sure that you're not eating for the 16 hours and then you are eating for a consecutive 8 hours. But anyway, so the human growth hormone and the norepinephrine is released in this little tiny spike. It's not like it's 276%. Like, actually, the human growth hormone can be a lot, but this spike increases the calories that your body is burning, and it also prevents your body from using muscle and lean body mass as energy. So remember when I was talking about the dieting, and when you lose weight because you cut calories, that your body is using fat and it's using lean body mass? Well, doing it this way, actually, with the human growth hormone and the norepinephrine, it protects that lean body mass, and it can prevent you from using that as fuel. So you're tapping more into the fat, which is, hello, isn't that what we want? How exciting is that, right? And this is where my free gift comes in. So if you're still on, awesome. Stay till the end so you know how to get this free gift that I'm about to tell you about. But basically, my free gift to you is my complete intermittent, it's supposed to say intermittent fasting on there, intermittent fasting 101 guide. All right, this thing is it's well over 20 pages. It has links to the actual scientific research. It talks about all the different types, the common types of intermittent fasting. It goes into a lot of detail. It gives you a sample day of eating, tips on what to consume and what not to consume. I am telling you, this thing is amazing. I haven't even released it yet. So you are going to be the first people to get it, and it is going to be yours for absolutely $0 just for signing up today, just because I want to set you up with something that is going to help you really implement everything that we're talking about today. All right. So now that we have key number 1 done, focus on your metabolism, let's dive into key number 2, which is simplify. Do less and see more progress. And I know this sounds backwards, but there's a method to my madness. When we overcomplicate and when we overthink things, that leads us to struggling and to fighting against whatever we're doing. It causes us to increase the stress hormones like cortisol, and that actually prevents our body from losing weight. So the struggle, the frustration, that not only creates hormones that are not serving us, but it also leads to us quitting our diet because we just get so frustrated that we're done with it and we don't want to torture ourselves anymore. And both those two things together are going to lead to weight gain, which is the opposite that we want. Okay. So when we simplify, we can make things easy to follow. And that is when we see massive results. An easy, simple plan is going to be so much better, and it's going to serve us so much better because we can actually stick to it every day. We try to do these really overcomplicated diet plans that have a lot of rules, and what happens is it's basically impossible for us to live that life every single day. So we're doomed. We're doomed from the start. Even if we do see some success, by the end of it, we're looking for another diet because we've already failed. We're already doomed. So the goal here is to do something that's easy and simple enough that we can stick to it every day, and it just becomes a part of who we are. So I'm going to share a little bit of a story with you guys, and I want to know, have you experienced this before, or am I just some rare unicorn that this only happens to me? So here's my complicated AF dieting cycle. Step 1 on Stephanie's complicated dieting cycle, and this is what I used to live. I used to live this out all the time for years. 1, spend a bunch of time researching my newest diet that I'm going to try out. So I'm looking at Instagram, I'm looking at different meal plans, I'm downloading a bunch of ebooks online, I'm watching YouTube videos. I am like all in, focused, researching, wanting to know everything about it, right? Step 2, like I said, I try to learn all the rules, the techniques, the tips, the recipes. My goal is to be successful at this thing from the start. So I am all in, and I'm taking notes, right? Step number 3, I try to implement all those rules, all the techniques, all the tips, start trying all the recipes. And then in number 4, I start to get overwhelmed. Okay. So I start to question, am I doing this right? Is it supposed to work this way? Did I do this right? Is this wrong? I just go back and forth with all these questions that are popping in my head. And then I just get to the point where I'm like, I'm doing it all wrong. And then I convince myself that I'm not going to see results, but I still stick with it. I'll still try. But in my head, I'm already like, yeah, you already failed because you're already not doing it right. And then number 5, life starts to happen and I struggle to follow the 100 rules for eating. I might miss a meal. I can't track the way that I should be tracking the calories or the points. I forget one of my meals at home, or I'm eating out with friends, or I have that cookie and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I'm on a diet type of thing. That happens. And then number 6, I beat myself up about that. And I don't let myself off the hook. I don't give myself a break. And then I confirm that, yep, you didn't stick to it. Yep, you suck. And I quit. I just give in. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get results anyways. I already messed up. Like, why would I keep going with this? And then it's the whole like, oh, I'll try again Monday thing. Like, that's me. And I sit there and I wallow in it and I blame myself and I try to figure out why wasn't I successful? Was it because I'm not good enough? I don't have enough discipline. I don't have enough willpower. I don't have enough motivation. It was always, I don't have enough, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not good at, or there's something wrong with me. That's kind of the place that I would go to, and I would just confirm that, and I truly believe it. And then repeat, and was like, okay, well, it's Monday now. It's time for me to start the next diet because that one didn't work. What's next? And I would go through this over and over and over again. And the whole process would leave me feeling just frustrated, defeated, annoyed, ashamed. All these words on here, like, they're crappy feelings. I wouldn't wish them on anybody, but dieting and overcomplicating always left me feeling this way. I felt like a genuine failure, and I was disgusted with my body and terrified that I might not ever be able to lose the weight, right? It was a shitty feeling. So I got to a point where I realized that this is not how I want to live my life. This is not what I want to feel like. I don't think that anybody out there freaking deserves to feel that way. And I don't think that it deserves me. I don't think that it serves me. I don't think that it serves you. And there just has to be a better way. So I cut it out. I simplified everything. When I switched over to this new plan, I was like, I am so done with this overcomplication. It's not my life. It's not who I am, and I'm not going to accept it anymore. And I decided that I was going to focus on making weight loss enjoyable and easy. Those are the 2 feelings that I needed it to have with my plan. Otherwise, I knew it wasn't going to work. And when things were complicated, I didn't feel joy. I didn't feel ease. So I cut it out. So how does all that sound to you? How does cutting out all the overcomplications, letting it go, just making weight loss something that can really be easy and simple? What would your life be like if you were on a weight loss plan that not only helped you shed the unwanted pounds and the stubborn fat? Because a lot of plans will do that. They will help you lose the weight. But what if it did it in a way that was natural, simple, and pleasurable? Okay? Natural, simple, and pleasurable. Basically, it just felt like a part of who you are. I'm looking at the chats right now because I want to know. Good. Yes, absolutely. It would freaking make you feel good. Oh my God, yes. Amen to that. I use the word freaking incredible. Like, that is a dream come true. If there was a plan out there that did that, hello, wouldn't you want to know about it? Wouldn't you want to do that? Wouldn't you want to be a part of it? Yes, right? It's every woman's dream come true. So, do you want to know the 3 things that I added into my weight loss plan that allowed me to set all the rules on fire, all those dieting rules, boom, up in flames, and simply lose the weight? Simply. Comment with a gimme simple in the chat box. Let me know you're still there. Let me know that this is what you want to know about, because I can skip this part if it's not something that you're interested in, but I want to make sure I'm valuing your time. Yes, give me simple. Hands raised. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We are going to move forward with this then, and I'm going to give you my 3 keys for simplifying. All right. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. The first thing that I did to simplify was drop the diet, started daily intermittent fasting, like we talked about ahead in the key ahead of this. So that means I started eating 8 hours a day, fasting 16 hours a day. I changed that. I didn't go and say, okay, I'm not eating carbs. I'm going to count these calories. I'm going to do this. No, I'm just going to eat 8 hours at a time, take a 16-hour break, eat 8 hours at a time, take a 16-hour break. That was the first thing that I did. The second thing that I did was I decided that every single day, the first thing I'm going to eat when I break my fast is a nutrient-dense superfood shake. I'm going to make sure my body is nourished, and I'm going to break my fast with a shake every day because it's delicious, it's easy, there's no excuses of why I can't do it. Easy peasy. And then the third thing that I added was I'm going to eat 1 salad every day. I didn't specify, is the salad going to be with only light dressing or no cheese or no bacon, or it has to be grilled chicken. I didn't set any rules around the salad. I'm just going to eat 1 salad a day. Those are the 3 things that I added in. And I know you're probably thinking like, that just sounds way too simple to even be effective or to work. But I am telling you, it is that simple. It can be that simple. No calorie counting, no relationship with food where you're like, oh, this is good and this is bad and I can't have this and I can't have that. Like, the food shaming is done. The food obsessing is done. The overthinking, the crazy rules, none of that. Just simple, simple, simple. One of the things that I actually asked one group that I'm a part of is I was like, when you hit your weight loss goal, what is like the first thing that you'll want to do? Like, how are you going to celebrate? And a bunch of people were like, I'm going to eat a burger. And I was like, why the heck would you do a weight loss plan where if you know that one of your deepest desires and one of the things that brings you pleasure and joy and that you love is a burger, why are you going to deprive yourself for however long and then you can have one when you get there? Like, that's totally backwards, right? No way, not on this. We are making it simple and you can have those types of food. And I'm going to get more into that in a little bit, but it just popped in my head and I wanted to share it. So let's talk about the science behind it again, because I know it's hard to believe that it could be that simple and it could work, but let's think about this. If intermittent fasting boosts your metabolism, you're spending less time consuming calories as well. So you only have an 8-hour window of eating. So you're not sitting here eating and snacking all day long. So sometimes it could actually be hard to get all the calories in that you need for that day, especially if you're busy or you're running around. So you're actually spending less time consuming calories, which makes it easier for you to consume less food naturally, not because you're sitting here saying I can only have this many calories, but just it kind of becomes natural. And then your body adjusts and your hunger decreases over time. Your body starts to realize, okay, I don't have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. And I can go this extended period of time without being hungry. And then usually for me, when it's about 1 o'clock, that's when my hunger kicks in, because that is the schedule that I have set for my body. And like I said, our bodies are incredible. They can adjust and adapt and they can work for us. And it absolutely can. You won't feel like you're starving. Maybe the first couple of days, if you're used to eating every 2 to 3 hours, it's going to be a shock. But in the long run, your body will totally adapt and you won't be hungry. So it will decrease your hunger. And then adding in now the shake and the salad. These are both crazy dense in nutrients, which allows my body to get the vitamins and the minerals that it needs, and the calories even that it needs. Because a lot of the times when we're actually experiencing cravings, like when you're craving chocolate, they have those little posters up and those little things on the internet where it's like a little box and it'll show you if you're craving chocolate, it's because you need magnesium. And if you're craving this, it's because you need this vitamin, right? And there is science behind that. That is an accurate thing. So if you are making sure that you are fueling your body right out of the gate with all the nutrients and vitamins that it's going to need for that day, yeah, you're going to decrease your cravings naturally, not because you're sitting there forcing yourself and like thinking about it, but just because naturally your body is like, yeah, I have what I need. I don't have to be psycho and send out all these crazy signals to your body telling you to eat this and eat that and crave this and crave that. All right. Another thing that having the salad and the shake right away prevents is binging. I know a lot of people, like, I'm sure we all go through this, right? You are out shopping, you're busy all day, you don't even realize it, but you haven't eaten anything. And then you get home and you're like, oh my God, I'm so freaking starving. And it doesn't matter what's on the counter, or like, you don't even think about it. It's just like shoveling it all in, because at that point your body is so hungry and you need to eat it all. So what happens is, like, you give yourself a little gut check super quick. Hey, it's time for me to eat. Awesome. I'm hungry. Awesome. Boom, shake. That's what you go to. And then, you know what? If you are like, I kind of have a craving for that cookie though too, boom, shake and have a cookie. You're filling your body with nutrients. You're getting what your body needs, but also you don't have to freaking deprive yourself. And I know I'm jumping ahead right now because we're going to get into the deprivation in the next key, but I just want to show you that the shake and the salad play so many roles here, not only with the nutrients, but also preventing the binging. It increases your energy, because obviously when you're fueling your body appropriately, you're going to have more energy. And then think about this, high volume. If you have this huge salad, like that big, and you scarf the entire thing down, it might be 400 or 500 calories, especially if you're adding cheeses and like dressings that you like and all that. 400 to 500 calories, but it's ginormous. Like, that is going to make you feel full and satisfied for a longer period of time, as opposed to having this little tiny whatever sandwich, and it's so small, but it has 600 calories, and you're still hungry afterwards, and you're like, oh my God, I need some fries and I need some chips, and you're just trying to fill yourself up at that point. What these foods, like your shake and your salad, is that is going to fill you up. It's going to keep you full for a couple hours. So then by the time it's like, let's just say your eating window is from noon to 8 o'clock. By the time it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock, maybe that's when you're getting hungry again, maybe 5 o'clock. And then you're like, okay, I'll have dinner and a snack and I'm good. Like, I don't have to sit here and eat all day or worry about it. And then last but not least is after you eat those two things. So usually I'll eat my shake first, and then I'll have my salad for lunch, just because personally I'm like, I want to enjoy a dinner out. I want to have wine. I want to have a burger. Like, I want to have a good meal for dinner. And I want to just have fun with the rest of my calories for the day without having any guilt. No guilt around food, because I already know, like, I have fueled my body so amazingly today. Like, hello, heck yeah, if I want to go, have a sip of this or eat a little bit of that or have some bread as my appetizer, I'm going to do that. And I'm not even going to think twice about it, because my body is fueled. I have extra calories left for the day. And it's just, this is how I live my life. And that's joyful for me. All right. So I know that's a lot of information. I'm going to take a sip. Where are we at? 8:26. Okay. It's almost been an hour. I'm going to try to speed through a little bit faster, because like I said, I value your guys' time. So let's jump into the last key. And I put a little forewarning here. This last one is really going to flip everything upside down for you. And if you haven't been blown away yet, which I'm sure you have, because we're setting all the rules on fire, but this one's really going to do it for you. So here we go. Number 3, avoid deprivation like the plague, because it is. Deprivation is what is going to lead to weight gain so much. And I am very passionate about this topic. I know it sounds totally backwards, but let me explain to you exactly why deprivation is horrible. All right, think about what happens when we deprive ourselves, right? We're unhappy mentally, we're miserable, we're probably hungry, we're probably experiencing a lot of cravings that we're trying to fight off, and we're trying to use willpower to stay on track, and it's not a pleasurable experience at all, right? So why do we want to even lose weight in the first place? Like, if it's going to cause us to feel all those things, why would you even want to lose weight? And I think that the goal is here for us is the reason that we want to lose weight is not because we just want to have a desired body. It's more because we want to feel good, right? We want to feel confident in our own skin, comfortable in our own skin. We want to be strong. We want to feel that. We want to feel happy. We want to be proud. We want to stand tall and own who we are and just be healthy and live a very high quality of life. Like, that is really why we want to lose weight, because we think it's going to improve our quality of life. So why are we attracted to and we try to follow diets that are actually the opposite? They make us feel the opposite. The process of going through these diets make us feel unhappy and miserable and experience no pleasure and push away all our desires and our joys. And we say, we'll get those later. That's totally backwards. And the reason I can say this is, here I am on stage at this was at Wings of Strength in Chicago, the bodybuilding competition. This was the biggest show that I've ever done, and I placed incredibly well. I was the leanest I had ever been. It was an amazing show, and look at all these beautiful girls next to me. I got to hang out with them and get to know them and just feel super empowered by them, right? So why am I sharing this? I want to share this picture and this story because in order for me to get to that body, that leanness, to get stage ready, was I deprived the crap out of myself for about 16 weeks. I was on a strict diet. There was no room for treats and snacks and pleasures and joy. It was hardcore gym time. It was hardcore meal plan time. It was straight willpower and discipline. And that's what it is. That's part of the sport. Okay. I'm not knocking the sport. I think it's amazing. And I respect and value everybody who has the guts to go through that and the power to go through that and the strength and to step on stage. But my personal experience is that I reached my goal and I got on stage several times. This happened more than once. And yes, I have a huge smile on my face, and I was really excited to place third at that show, especially because the competition was incredibly, insanely intense. But I still stepped off. I still the next day was like unhappy with even my body, my physical appearance. I could have been leaner, or I should have had more ripped abs, or I could have lost a little more back fat. Like, I still tore myself apart. Right? Even after hitting that goal, even after this amazing experience, like, how am I still not happy? I was still unhappy. And I hated what it took for me to get there. It was not a joyful experience. Like I said, I deprived the mess out of myself. And I'm not saying that that's the only way to get there. Again, this is my personal story of how I did it. I deprived the mess out of myself. And so the moment I stepped off stage, you best believe that I had donuts and I had a little bottle of wine back there, and I had all these things. Like, I would create, when I was going through this process, I would create Pinterest boards of just like food and all the things that I was going to make and eat that I couldn't have at the moment, that I was like, the moment I step off stage, this is what I'm going to eat, right? I was that girl who was in my group that was like, when I get to my goal, I'm going to eat a burger. Like, that was me. And I gained the weight back, and I gained it so quickly, which led me into a place where I was unhappy again, now even more unhappy, more disappointed. Like, it only compounded all the negative feelings about myself, instead of me coming in a space where I was like, oh my God, I did that. I feel amazing. This is easy. I'm going to keep the weight off. Like, that's what I wanted to feel, but I wasn't there. Like I said at the beginning, like, I've done a lot of things wrong, you guys, and I've learned a lot of lessons. And one of the things I learned is completely eliminating our favorite foods leads us to misery and weight gain. Misery and weight gain. So why the heck would we want to do that? Why do we keep ourselves stuck in this cycle of like, we have to deprive ourselves, we have to diet, we have to be miserable, and then that's the way I'm going to hit my goals, and that's how I'm going to be happy, and that's how I'm going to be confident, and that's how I'm going to be strong, and it's so freaking backwards. Done. What keeps us stuck there is that we learn all these rules. There's a million people telling us that this is the only way. And then we think that this is what we're supposed to do. We're thinking that this is the only way for us to get there. And we're to a point where we're like, I don't freaking care. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. If I have to deprive myself, then I'll freaking deprive myself. But that, again, it only lasts for so long. So one of the other, here's the perfect example of one of the rules that keeps us stuck. And I've heard people say this, and that's why there's quotes. But don't I have to eat clean and eliminate all the junk food out of our lives to see results? Don't we have to get rid of all that in order for us to see results? Like, that is one of the rules that I am lighting on freaking fire right here, right now, in front of you. No, you don't. You don't have to eat clean. And I struggled with this one for so long. That's why I'm passionate about it, because I could never do it. I could never eat clean. Why? What's wrong with me? Why can't I eat clean? And I realized you don't have to. So, sigh of relief. It's okay. You don't have to do it. Here is exactly how to indulge on those foods that you love without sacrificing your weight loss results, okay? So here's the better way. We set that rule on fire. It is gone. Now we're rebuilding and we're starting from a fresh foundation. Here it is. Eat for pleasure. So simple, right? But it's not just like eat for pleasure as in I'm going to eat whatever I want, whenever I want, and I'm going to lose weight. Like, no, that's silly and that's crazy, and you know that doesn't work. Here's what it really means. Physical pleasure. How does the food actually make your body feel after you eat something? Do you feel tired and groggy and you don't want to do anything? Get in tune with that. Or does it energize you? It uplifts you. It makes you feel awesome. That's the result you want, right? You want to eat foods that are going to make you feel really good physically. You want to eat for mental pleasure, which is excuse me. Okay, you want to eat for mental pleasure. So just the thought of like, there is a tray of cookies at work today, and one of them looks good. I think I want to eat it. Like, it just looks like I want to eat it, and not get into this battle of like, oh, there's cookies at work. I really shouldn't eat that. That's going to prevent my weight loss results. I am definitely staying away from those, and I'm going to tell myself no, and I'm going to be strong and have discipline and willpower. And yes, I'm walking away from that right now. No, mental pleasure. My mind wants it right now. I'm going to have a little bit of it, and that's okay because it's going to bring me pleasure. I'm not going to have guilt around it. I'm not going to fear anything by eating one cookie. That doesn't dictate my life, right? Another thing is tasting pleasure. Eat things that taste good in your mouth. If you eat things that taste good in your mouth, it could be healthy, it could be unhealthy, but if you are just searching for foods that taste good, there's unlimited options out there, and it makes it so much easier for you to not feel deprived, right? And then the last one is situational pleasure, which means when you are at social events, when you are out for the holidays, when you're having drinks with the girls, or I'm out to dinner with my husband, like, that is a situation where I'm like, hey, everybody's having some of this appetizer. It looks really good. Everybody's enjoying it. We're just in this moment right now, and I'm feeling connected. I'm going to have a little bit of bread, and I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's just going to be a part of who I am. And guess what? I'm still going to lose weight doing it because I have all these other foundations in place that are boosting my metabolism and fueling my body appropriately. So I don't have to worry about it because I'm not going to eat this whole thing of bread because I've also had other foods today, right? I'm not starving myself. I'm not feeling, my body's not craving food like it's starving itself. All right. So I'm going to take another sip of water. We have officially gone through all the keys, right? Are you starting to see that the whole dieting system, the whole thing, sets us up for failure? The problem is not you. The problem is the system. Are you starting to see that there has to be a better way? There is a better way. Do you have any lingering thoughts, doubts, fears around letting go of the diets? Go ahead and feel free to share those in the chat. Again, I will come back around and I'm going to touch on those in the Q&A, which we're getting around to in just a second. But I want to do a quick recap. This past 30 minutes, it was supposed to be 30 minutes. It was an hour. Past hour, you learned how easy and enjoyable weight loss can be when you effectively implement the 3 keys that you learned today. When you effectively focus on your metabolism, when you effectively simplify, and when you avoid deprivation like the plague, okay? So the 3 real keys to weight loss, the 3 keys to real weight loss. Clearly, I've already been on here too long because I can't even read. 1, intermittent fasting to boost your metabolism, right? and to naturally reduce your consumption. Number 2, fill your body with nutrients the easy way. Break your fast with a shake and eat 1 salad a day. So simple. And then number 3, allow yourself to indulge in foods that will bring you pleasure, and they will also prevent you from binging and just going ham because you haven't been telling yourself that you can't have that cookie for the last 7 weeks. And now it's finally a day where you have no willpower, so you're like, shoot, I'm just going to eat the whole box. No, we're not doing that anymore. Those days are gone. So does all of this sound simple and easy to you? Can you imagine yourself living this life and losing weight joyfully, easily, simply, every single day, just waking up and this is who you are and you lose weight, you are a fat burning machine, you are unstoppable. Can you imagine this? I want to tell you again that this is how I live my life. And I honestly, now that I found it, I would not go back and have it any other way. Like, I would not do it. The freedom and the simplicity has absolutely helped me overcome my eating struggles. It's reprogrammed the way that I view foods and my body. And honestly, it has changed my life completely for the better, And it all started with a decision about what I really wanted. And I was no longer available to accept the deprivation and the struggle and the junk. I was just no longer available. And I made that decision. That decision came from within. I wanted freedom and joy and pleasure and confidence and self-worth and fulfillment and abundance and connection and simplicity. Like, this is just, that is what I pictured for my life. And I was no longer available to accept any overcomplication or self-doubt, the negative self-talk, the excuses after excuses of why I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted, the deprivation, the restriction, the unhappiness, the tracking, the waiting, the lack, the suffering, the misery, the fighting myself every single day on what I can and can't eat, the struggle. I was just done with the struggle bus, okay? So the decision was the first step. And that is what actually gave me the power. And it was honestly one of the best decisions that I have ever made. And once I started implementing it, it was actually the easiest decision. One of the things that did hold me back at the start was, like, I was freaking terrified. Here I was, right, setting all the rules on fire that people have talked about for years and years and years, and nutritionists and physicians and like everybody is talking about these diets, all the professionals. And here I am like, no, it doesn't work for me. I'm done with it. I'm setting them on fire. I'm blazing my own path. Like, yes, that scared me, but I also knew that there was no other option. I was not going to sit there and fumble around and be unhappy with my body and settle for a lifestyle and a body that I didn't absolutely love. Like, that's just not even an option anymore. So if it's okay with you, if you have a few minutes to spare, I want to show you the exact process and invite you to step into this decision alongside of me. Like I said, this is a revolution. I don't want to do this by myself. I don't want to sit here and hold all this information in. So I want to invite you to step into this decision with me, so that you can maximize your weight loss results, speed up your weight loss process, drop the struggle, mic drop that struggle, and bring joy into your weight loss journey. So is it cool with you? Would you like to see my exact process? Do you have a little bit of time for that? Let me see. Definitely. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Great. Yeah. All right, good. Here we go. I am so freaking excited to introduce the She Simply Fast VIP group coaching program. So in order for me to teach you the exact steps that are necessary for you to live out this diet-free lifestyle in a way that actually helps you achieve all your weight loss goals joyfully, simply, I've created this. It's a whole entire program. And what this does for you is that you don't have to sit here and go through all the things that I went through. You don't have to go through the fear and the struggle and the doubts and the unknown and the research and bouncing around from here, there, and just testing everything out. I have done that for you. You don't have to do it. And I just want to give you the easiest, fastest path to success so that you can experience this for yourself. So basically what's in my program is everything that you're going to need to succeed. And remember, you can learn all this stuff by yourself. You can learn the ins, the outs of intermittent fasting. You can learn how to build goals that serve you and reframe all your goals. You can learn how to avoid plateaus in a way that feels freeing and fun. You can learn how to simplify everything so that it's not complicated and you can lose weight easily. You can learn how to indulge in the foods that you love on a daily basis and still lose weight. Like, all that information I'm sure is out there for you to search and find and test and experience yourself. Or you can take the fastest path to success. That's why I created this program. All right. And this program is basically a 6-week video and audio training along with journal prompts delivered by me. So you're really going to dive in and do some work to clear out and make space for this new lifestyle and get rid of some of the things that aren't serving you, some of the belief systems, some of the habits that are no longer going to fit into your lifestyle. And this program is designed to be super easily consumable. I know people are busy. That's why I have a lot of video and audio trainings. So you can listen to these when you're in the shower. You can listen to them when you're driving to work. You don't have to just sit down and read. It's all going to be laid out for you, and it's going to be a lot of video and audio stuff. Like I said, you are going to take some moments to journal and to dive deep. But my goal is to gently guide you and support you through the learning and implementing of this. Not implanting, I shouldn't say implanting, it should be implementing the process. And then last but not least, the training only covers the necessary topics that will create the biggest and best results for you. There's no time wasting. I'm not going to sit here and fill it with a bunch of fluff and fillers and junk and like just to make it seem like it's worth more. No, we're going to get to the point. We're going to get you the success that you want in the easiest, simplest way. And that's how the program is laid out. Like I said, it's about taking the fastest path to success. All right, so what's actually in the program? We will be moving through each week together because it is a private group program. So it's a group of women supporting each other in a private space through the entire process. We're uncovering and rebuilding some of our biggest belief systems and practices in our foundation for what weight loss is and how to actually achieve it in a pleasurable way. And I want you to be successful at this, right? I am walking through this entire process with you. I'm helping you create a whole new outlook, a whole new lifestyle around eating, and you have me there as your support, as a hand that you can hold, a shoulder you can lean on, okay? Together, we will be setting, not just me, are setting the diet rules on fire. We're letting go of all the past failures. We are clearing out all the junk around food, all the crap that we have learned that doesn't actually get us the results that we want. They are gone. And we are starting fresh, and we are taking steps that actually serve us now and forever. So there's 6 weeks. The first 2 weeks are all about clarity. So you are getting clear on your vision for your transformation. You're getting clear on any obstacles that are holding you back, both now and in the past. And then you're going to get clear on the actual process that we'll be taking. So you're going to learn and understand intermittent fasting. You're going to understand how to begin implementing it in an easy and progressive way that feels really good. And then you're going to understand how and why, the how and the why behind all the little nuggets that you're going to be adding in on top of that for the simple plan. All right. So basically those are our first 2 weeks. It's just getting really, really clear. Like, how do you want the weight loss process? What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like? Have you even thought about that before? Have you even thought that that's an option for you to think about and to build and create for yourself? Because it is. It absolutely is, and it's 100% necessary. And then, like, what outcomes, both short-term and long-term, do you want for your body? Do you want for your mindset? Do you want for your relationship with food? We are going to dive into all of that and get very, very clear. So it's so much easier for you to stay motivated every single day and to take action steps every single day that are going to get you feeling that, being that, looking like that every day in the moment. Okay. Weeks 2 and 3, that's us diving deeper. We're going to take intermittent fasting to the next level to really up those results. We're going to introduce some of my best tools and tips for staying on track effortlessly and fun. daily. Guys, this is a daily thing that we're stepping into every single day. So we need those tools. We need those tips to stay on track, and we need it to feel like it's just a part of who we are and not that we're trying to be something that we're not, because I've tried that for years and it's exhausting. It doesn't work in the long run. We're going to dive deeper into the science. So you're really going to start to understand how and why your body is turning into a fat burning machine. You are going to start to understand it, which is going to help grow your belief system so much deeper and your confidence, because you know what is happening in your body. And we're not going to get crazy scientific where you need to be a doctor, but it's just going to start clicking for you. And you're going to be like, this is why I'm losing weight. This is why it's easy. And once you feel that, it's so much easier to stay on track and maximize your fat burn daily. And then we're going to dive deeper into your power. You're going to learn how to talk to people about what you're doing. You're going to learn how to step into that confidence about what you're doing, how to track your progress in a way that is accurate and empowering. Hint, it's not the scale. I mean, that's another rule I'm throwing on fire. Throwing on fire, setting on fire. Come on. I guess I should switch over from water to my wine, because I do have wine here. Okay. And then weeks 3 and 4, that's when we are going to ramp up your results. All right. That is our ramp up time. Ramp up the process, ramp up your power, ramp up your physical movement. So again, we're taking intermittent fasting to the next level. We're going to get over some, help you avoid any plateaus. You're going to focus on why less is more sometimes, especially even when it comes to intermittent fasting, like finding your specific sweet spot, because it's a little bit different for everybody else. And that's why I want to do this with you, so that I can help guide you to finding that sweet spot for you. You're going to allow yourself to let go of the perfection mindset so that you can eat with pleasure. So you don't, releasing the rules is a process. And I know I'm sitting here right now and I'm like, yeah, we're setting that rule on fire. And I'm sure you're feeling the energy and you're feeling pumped up, but that's something that is going to take time, and we're going to have to walk through together in order for you to get to a place where you're really like, screw it. Like, I am totally comfortable eating foods that I used to think are bad, or I'm totally comfortable letting go of this guilt or letting go of the perfection. Okay. It's a process. And that is a huge part of what this program is going to do as well, so that we can really tap into just joy and love when it comes to our body and it comes to food, right? And then last but not least is we're ramping up our physical movement. And I'm going to teach you how to move your body joyfully every day, so that you're not dreading your workouts. You're not thinking that they're painful or struggle through them, or that they require willpower. There's a way to joyfully move your body every single day and get crazy results. And then I'm also going to help you set up a workout plan that actually maximizes your weight loss with the minimal amount of effort, because who wants to sit here and have to work out for 25 hours a day? There's no such thing, but okay. All right, moving along. Weeks, it was supposed to show you weeks 5 and 6, but weeks 5 and 6 are going to build on that. And we're actually going to test out some, a little bit longer fasting. So that is all on there too. I'll have to add that in later. And I will be sending you guys an email out, so I'll make sure that all of that information is in there for you as well. Bonus topics that we're going to be covering is alcohol consumption, self-love, managing vacations, surviving the weekends and special events, how to take days off, how to de-bloat very quickly, extra workouts that I'm actually going to throw in and create for you guys, how to prevent hunger, eliminate excuses, and so much more. Like I said, I am walking through this with you. We are building this together. So as you guys have questions, I will be creating even more content around that. All right, so as a VIP member, you are also going to get access not only to that program, but like I said, to me as your coach. So you have access to this private membership site where there will be videos, there will be audios, there will be content for you to tap into whenever you want. There will also be our private Facebook community for VIPs only. Only women who have purchased this program and are going through it with us are allowed to be in there, so that we're all supporting each other through it. And of course, I will be showing up there, teaching you, supporting you, celebrating your successes, and answering all of your questions right there. And as a VIP member, you also have lifetime access. So this is my very first time launching this program. So you get access to it now. And as I add updates and more content, you will also get access to that. So this is going to continue to expand and grow, and you get that as well. So the program launch date is Monday, April 2nd. That is when the very first VIP group starts, which that's freaking awesome. It's in what, like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think? Heck yeah. So I wanted to reiterate like why I even put this together. And it's because I freaking care about your success, right? It's not because I just felt like creating something and I want to be another marketer out there just selling a weight loss program because it's like the hot thing to do right now. No, it's because those other programs didn't work for me. And I'm guessing if you're sitting here listening to this, they haven't worked for you either. And you're looking for a better solution. And if I have a better solution, I have to share it, right? So your success is my driver. I want to see you shine. And here I wrote up like my dream testimonial. And this is what I envision for everybody who signs up. This is what I want them to come to me and say by the time that we're done. Hey Steph, the VIP group coaching program changed my life. I am now at my goal weight and I have maintained it for 6 months. While eating all the foods I love, I feel more joyful, confident, and comfortable in my own skin than ever before, and I don't have any fear around food or weight gain. I will never have to diet ever again. That is why I created this program. You will freaking love it, okay? You will love it. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Come on. So I want to go through one more time exactly what you're going to get and like talk through it all with you so you're very clear. You get full access to the She's Simply Fast VIP group coaching program that we just went over, and that's a $2,997 value. Again, that covers your 6 weeks transformational mindset, nutrition, and lifestyle trainings with the audios, the PDFs, the videos, the journal prompts. You also get the lifetime access to the live Facebook group where I will host the coaching calls every single week. And then you'll also get lifetime access to the community. Bonus number 1, I wanted to make this a super sweet deal for you, a no-brainer. Like I said, I want to set you up for success. So I've thrown in bonus number 1 is weekly check-in forms with a personal email response from me for the first 6 weeks. So as you're going through the initial program, I will be sending you a check-in form with a bunch of questions to hold you accountable to how you did and to also understand where you're going, what you're struggling with, what you're doing awesome with, and help you set up a game plan moving forward so that you are going on the straightest path to success and not veering off, okay? This is something that I usually only offer with my one-on-one clients, okay? It's hugely valuable. And again, it's for me to provide one-on-one support to promote a deeper self-reflection process for you so that you can dive deeper and you can really start thinking about how this is really affecting you and how you're changing and start to write some of that out. And then it's added, obviously, accountability and encouragement because I'm here, like I said, to celebrate those successes with you and to encourage you to keep going. And, you know, there might be some moments just like in anybody's life where you're just like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Am I doing this wrong? Like those questions can start to pop up no matter what we're doing. And I'm here to like calm you down, encourage you, walk you through, remind you you are on the best path and that you can do this and you deserve this. You deserve all the happiness. So what you're going to get is that full access to the VIP group coaching, a $2,997 value, and the weekly check-in forms with the personal email response from me for 6 weeks. That's a $997 value that's usually included in my one-on-one coaching, but I'm actually throwing it in for you as a special bonus. So the total value here is $3,994. Bonus number 2, yeah, I know it keeps getting juicier, is an exclusive meal prep training series. So this is just a video training series that, again, you can watch at any time. And it's basically going to share with you how I meal prep, from going grocery shopping, from making my list, from planning out my meals, and how I do it super freaking simply. Like, I only cook 1 to 2 times a week, or my husband, but that's it. That's all we're available for because we are so busy, and I know you are too. So this is a $297 value that I'm throwing in. And like I said, it's everything that you're going to need to easily and quickly plan out your healthy meals for the entire week on a budget, so without breaking the bank. And it's my personal complete guide. This is how I do it. Crazy freaking helpful and simple. So again, what you're going to get is that full access to the VIP coaching program, the weekly check-in forms with a personal message email from me, and then the exclusive bonus meal prep video training series. Okay, so the total value right now is sitting at $4,291 of crazy good content, crazy good value, life-changing, I'm telling you. So I wanted to throw in, this is the last bonus, and it is like the most powerful bonus that I'm throwing out here. And it's only available for the next 48 hours because I cannot offer this to everybody. But I'm offering 6 weeks of daily voice messaging and text messaging support via Voxer. And Voxer is basically an app. So you basically get daily access to me to ask me anything, to get some emotional support. I am here for you for 6 weeks. This is what I do with my one-on-one clients, like I said. So the value of this is $2,497, but I'm just throwing it in to this program as a bonus, specifically for anybody who signs up for this program within the next 48 hours. All right, so quick recap again. What you're going to get is the full access to the She Simply Fast VIP coaching program. You'll get the weekly check-in forms with me with a personal response from me. You get the meal prep video training series, which again, that's exclusive. That's not something I'm even selling right now. It's only for my group program people. And then at some point it's going to be for sale, but right now you guys get access to it. And then it's supposed to say 48-hour only bonus is the daily voice messenger, basically one-on-one coaching with me. And that one's only for 48 hours. So right now our total value is $6,788 worth of crazy goodness. And I'm throwing even more bonuses into the program because, like I said, I freaking want you to be successful at this. I want to set you up and give you every tool that you need without any extra. Okay, I want you to take the fastest path to success, the fastest path to living in your dream body without misery and struggle and deprivation. I know that it is possible 100% in the depths of my soul. And so I want to set you up for success. And I want you to know that I am absolutely here 100% for you to help you through this. So let me ask you, what would losing an extra 10, 20, or 30 pounds be worth to you? What would jumping off this bandwagon of yo-yo dieting, jumping off the struggle bus, finally living in a place of pleasure, what is that worth to you right now? What if you just lost the extra weight that you've been struggling with for the last few years and you never had to invest in another diet program? You never had to waste money or time on another weight loss program or a diet pill or a cellulite cream. You never had to freaking go to the store and ever buy clothes a couple sizes bigger. Would that make sense for me to charge you $3,000 for this program? Would those results be worth $3,000 to you, to never have to diet again, to never have to do another weight loss program or another pill or even spend time researching one, never having to look in the mirror and just like not be happy with your body, totally feel exhausted from what you're trying? Would it make sense for me to charge $3,000 for that, for this program to get you those results? What if all I did was finally get you, here I am on the beach in freaking where was I here? This was Punta Cana. Oh man, it was so beautiful there. But what if I finally got you to wear a swimsuit on your next beach vacation and you stepped out feeling completely confident, completely owning who you are? Right there, I have a drink in my hand and just enjoying the moment, the space, your body, being proud to take a picture. Would it be worth it to you? What if I gave you joy and pleasure to easily eat all the foods that you love without an ounce of guilt or fear or ever gaining another pound? Would it be worth it then? What if I was able to enable you to see the number on the scale drop for good? Or even better, not even have to weigh yourself because you are just feeling that great about what your body looks like and what your body feels like in clothes that you don't even have to step on a scale. A number is not going to determine your worth or determine if you're on the right track or not, or determine how happy you are. Would it be worth it then? I'm hoping right by now you should be able to see why this is such a good deal at $3,000 and why this has way more than $3,000 worth of results in there for you. But I decided to get a little bit crazy and give this whole thing away for $14.97 for the general public. That is what it is going to list as when it is for sale. But because you're on here, you're with me, you're showing up, you're showing that you're committed to actually getting results and making a change, and you're freaking still here on this call, I am offering a very, very special rate. So to get started right now, it's only $997, you guys. This is lifetime access, a whole life transformational program at your fingertips for a fraction of the value. So you can easily go and sign up right now and take action, be one of those 48-hour people and get that one-on-one coaching, because it's going to make a world of difference. It's so amazing. And I look forward to connecting with you, but you just go to shesimplyfast.com/go-VIP. So, and I wanted to add a little extra bonus for my action takers on the call right now. Anybody who signs up within the next, or the first 5 people to sign up, are going to get a free 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with me. So we are going to sit down and we are going to talk about a few things and set your goals up, make sure that you are ready to do this, and get you started on track. If you want to do it at the very beginning, you can. If you want to save it and do a little bit later in the program, it is totally up to you. But again, the first 5 people who sign up with me are going to get that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. So again, you can sign up, shesimplyfast.com/go-VIP. All right, so I'm going to be honest with you about this program. I'm going to get a little bit into the nitty-gritty right now. I had 2 choices. Like I said, I could have kept this close to my chest. I could have got all the results myself and just moved on without telling anybody. I could just move on feeling awesome and great and jamming it out and just going about my business, right? Or I can create a program that can assist women all around the world start a freaking revolution, take our power back, and assist ladies like you, okay? Clearly, assisting other women and empowering you and spreading this revolution is so much more fun and definitely what I wanted to be doing. So I decided that I was going to accept choice number 2. And now I'm going to offer you the chance also to make a decision. You have 2 choices. Your first option is to just do nothing, not take a leap of faith, not follow through with what you're really wanting and desiring, or you can just try to flop it around on your own and figure it out. That's an option. Or option number 2 is pony up with a small investment today compared to the huge value that you're going to get in return, and just give it a go. Remember, you have me in your corner. I am here to support you, to rock it out, to help you through this entire process. I've been there. I've done that. It's time to move forward. If I can do this, I know that you can too. So my guarantee to you is if you don't see fat loss within the first 14 days of starting the program, again, we start the program April 2nd, you will receive a free 30-minute coaching call with me, because I am 100% committed to showing up for you, to helping you through to get the results that you want. I'm not just sitting here speaking a promise because I just want to and I want to take your money and run. No, I am here so I can show up for you, and we can help you move forward and reach those goals that you've been trying to reach for years now. Your results matter to me. There's also a money back guarantee for any women who cannot medically follow through with this plan. I know it is a meal plan. I know there's fasting involved. Fasting is not good for everybody. So if you, for some reason, cannot follow this plan, I would 100% give you your money back. You just need to give me a letter from your physician saying why you can't do it. And that's fine. So I love these pictures. I think it's so hilarious. And it's so true. So in one picture you see Layabout Lisa, and she's chilling on the couch, not really taking action. She doesn't look super excited about life, just kind of like meh, letting stuff happen to her. She's the one that isn't really doing much, just laying around. And then you see this freaking Wonder Woman, who I'm obsessed with Wonder Woman. But this is Take Action Tina, and she, if you look in her eyes, man, this is a woman on a mission. She is unstoppable. She is fierce, and nothing is going to hold her back. She is taking action, and she is taking action now. So which one are you going to be, Layabout Lisa or Take Action Tina? All right, there's just a reminder, get started now. It's just $9.97 today. You can sign up at simplyfast.com/go-VIP. And then if you're somebody, I threw this in because I understand sometimes people need payment plans and you want to take advantage of this amazing opportunity, but maybe the $9.97 for you right now is just like a gut thing. So I have put in, for a limited time, I'm offering a payment plan, and it's 3 monthly payments of $3.97 per month. So you can get started and signed up today, and that still applies. So if you sign up with the $3.97 payment plan, you still, within the next 48 hours, you still do get the 6 weeks of the one-on-one coaching. So think about that too. And that's the same link, shesimplyfast.com/go-VIP. So really, really quick, I promise you I'm almost done. I see some comments coming in, so I'll check those in a minute. Here's your free gift. All right, if you want this free gift, the ebook, the Intermittent Fasting 101 guide, like I said, it's over 20 pages. It's really going to help you start taking some action and learning some basics around intermittent fasting. All you have to do is either email me at support@shesimplyfast.com, or and just put give me that guide or something like that in the header so that I know the subject line. Otherwise, if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and share your email right in the chat box here, and I will make sure that we get that sent over to you so that you have a copy, and that should be in your inbox within the next 48 hours or so. All right, the moment we've been waiting for. Question and answer time. I am done talking for the most part. And I'm going to take a peek in this chat box and see where the questions are at. Chat. Love this. Out of curiosity, is there a payment plan? Yes, you have to pay in full. Oh, perfect. I see it. Thanks. Yay. Great. Good questions. All right. Oh, good. I see some emails, and let me scroll up a little bit earlier. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, my mom's so funny. She's like, you need to have your mom proofread your work for you. LOL. See? Oh my God, hilarious. Interested? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, I don't see any questions right now, which is totally jazzy. I see some more email addresses coming in. Oh, here's one. How important is it to eat up to the 8-hour mark? Does it matter if you end your eating sooner? That is a fabulous question, and here's the thing. We're lighting all the rules on fire, right? There is no rule that it's exactly 16 hours and it's exactly 8. There is no science that says it has to be 16 hours or it won't work, okay? That's why there is a range of 12 hours to 24 hours. 16-8 is a good place to aim for, and here is why. Your body basically stores sugar all over your body, and that is what it burns. It burns through your sugar to give yourself energy. At some point while you're not eating, you use up all that sugar and your body starts burning the fat, okay? So rule of thumb, a general practice is to assume that your body for the first 8 to 12 hours is burning through that sugar. We want to give our bodies a little extra time to start working into that fat, especially if we're trying to lose fat, right? So if you are like, oh no, I can't eat and it's 17 or 18 hours, that's totally okay. Would I say pushing it for like 2, 3, 4 days? Not at first, but in the program, that is something that we are going to talk about and we're going to explore. It's not for everybody, but it definitely is an option. So the whole 8 hour, do you have to eat 8 hours? Absolutely not, if you don't want to. And even if you have to eat a little bit later and it's 9 hours or 10 hours, that's happened to me before. That's not going to be the main focus of this program. It's going to be more about doing it with ease and implementing this into your lifestyle so that you're not worried about those kinds of things. But that is a fabulous question. So thanks so much for asking that. Let me know if any other questions are popping up for you guys right now. And again, I just want to thank you guys so much for staying on with me. This call definitely went longer than I thought it was going to, but I know that you are walking away with some valuable nuggets of knowledge and this opportunity for you guys to get started in this program is incredibly exciting. Let me make sure that I get all these email addresses down. I'll give you guys maybe a couple more seconds. If you have any more questions, throw them out there at me. I have a question for you guys. Was this fun? Was this helpful? Was there anything that was like, oh my God, I never even thought about that? Like, whoa, my mind is blown right now. I would love if any of those are popping up for you to go ahead and share those in the comments as well. So yeah, I want to give you guys a little cheers and a toast. Yes, definitely was very helpful. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. That means a lot to me. That is exactly why I'm on here. I hope you guys loved. Yay. Hope you guys are feeling motivated, fired up, and empowered. Like, it doesn't have to be hard. Why do we set these rules that it's going to be hard? Why do we create this mindset that I have to deprive myself and I have to struggle in order to see results? It's so not true. And the moment that we can start to believe that and start to follow a different path and get rid of all the other junk, you can really start to see that it's not true. All right. So I think that is all for questions. Thank you guys so much again. I loved spending this time with you, and I'm glad most of you actually stayed on the whole time, which that's awesome. You guys are all rock stars. So if you have any other questions, oh no, there's one more thing. Oh my God, I almost forgot. If you want to chat with me personally to see if this is a fit for you, I'm totally available to set up some 15-minute exploration calls. If you just have a couple questions, you want to work through a couple ideas. Again, like I said, I'm here to support you and help you. So you can email Stephanie@shesimplyfast.com, and then we can get in connection and set up a time for us to jump on that exploration call and get you moving forward with that. I just saw another chat come in. Yay. Oh, thank you, Miss. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Uh-oh, what happened? I think it ended. Okay, well, if you guys can still see me, my screen went blank, but if you guys can see me, jump on. If you need to make that call, go for it. Otherwise, thanks so much. You guys have an awesome night, and I will hopefully talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.